We know that rivers are important water bodies. It has a source and a mouth. So today we will learn that it has three courses. The first being the upper course, that is where it originates or starts flowing. Then moving on to the middle course, where it passing through different plains, and it carries a lot of sediments and small rocks in this course. Coming to the lower course, where it ends into a larger water body like a sea or an ocean or a lake, where it has the river mouth. So there are three courses of the river. So in the upper course, where it has its beginning, the river is very cheerful and has a lot of energy, right? So now there are characteristic landforms in the upper course. And what are these? These are the V-shaped valleys. As you can see here, these are the V-shaped valleys through which it is crossing, and it also has waterfalls. Right, so these two are characteristic landforms in the upper course. So in the upper course, there are various smaller streams or rivers that join the main river, and those are known as the tributaries of that river. So therefore, what is a tributary? A tributary is a smaller stream that feeds into a larger stream or river or any other water body, and the parent river is one to which the tributaries are joining. So if we see the map of India, here Ganga is the parent river and it is also known as the main stem. So here Ganga is the main stem with its various tributaries like Betwa, Chambal, Sarda, Gomti, right? Therefore, can you help me answer this question? What is a tributary? Is it a smaller stream feeding into a larger stream, or a smaller stream branching out from a larger stream, or a narrow inlet of the sea, or a narrow water body connecting two larger water bodies? Yes, the answer is it is a smaller stream feeding into a larger stream or river. So in the middle course, the energy is not like that in the upper course. Here, the river has high volume of water and it tends to bend. So it has an outside bend and an inside bend, right? And it also carries a lot of silt, mud and small rocks. Now, just like in the upper course, the characteristic landforms were a V-shaped valley and waterfalls. Similarly, in the middle course, there are also some characteristic landforms. We have floodplains here. So what exactly is a floodplain? A floodplain is a flat alluvial plain lying next to the river, right? It is the characteristic feature of the middle course of the river. So as you can see here, River Tay in Scotland has its flat plain right next to its river. So this floodplain is surrounding the main river channel. While on the other hand, River Dordogne in France has a wide and flat valley with extensive floodplains. So this is a characteristic landform in the middle course. Other than that, we also have river terraces. As you can see the structure, it almost looks like a staircase, as if the river is climbing down the stairs. So now, in the middle course, the river tends to slither away like a reptile, and these bends are called meanders. Therefore, meander is a bend in the river. So now in the middle course, where we have meanders and the river is carrying a lot of silt, mud and rocks. So in these bends, as you see, right, in the outside bend the erosion keeps happening, while on the inside bend the deposition is continuing. So when this goes on for a certain period of time, the erosion can cut this particular part from the main river, forming a oxbow lake, as you can see here. Therefore, Sometimes the meanders tend to cut off from the main river, as you can see here, or stream, that results into the formation of the oxbow lakes. So this is a picture that shows that this was once meandering here, while after it got cut due to deposition of silt and erosion, it formed an oxbow lake. Now that we know that in the middle coast, the river is carrying a lot of silt and mud, right? So the energy of the river slows down. The pace slows down as it goes towards the lower coast or the mouth of the river. Here the sedimentation or the deposition of sediments is happening. So in the mouth of the river, where deposition of silt is happening, the pace of the river is very low. So there what happens is that the river tends to branch off or branch out. So there are distributories. The river is distributing out from the main river. So therefore distributories are smaller streams that branch off and flows away from the main stream, and they are formed by the river in its lower course. So as you can see in these pictures, that smaller streams are branching out from the main stream in the lower course, right? And they are joining into a larger water body like a sea or an ocean. So in the lower course, that is the mouth of the river tends to branch out. Therefore, the streams branch out from the main river. As you can see here, there are different streams. These are called distributories. So distributories are formed this way. Now this triangular shaped feature here formed due to the distributories is called the delta region or delta. Now, why does this happen? Because the pace of the river is very low and sediments are getting settled here or deposited here in the mouth of the river. Therefore, the delta region is said to be very fertile. So, a very good example of the delta region is in India itself, and that is the Ganga-Brahmaputra delta. It is also the largest river delta in the world. Now, it is also known as the most fertile regions of the world, right? So you can see in the map of India that this Ganga-Brahmaputra basin has all the tributaries of Ganga and Brahmaputra, right? So we can see that they all join and then reach Bay of Bengal. So they are emptying or going out into the Bay of Bengal. So in this region we have the Ganga-Brahmaputra delta. So if we take a closer view, this is how we see it. These are distributaries, and here the land is very fertile with so much of silt deposit and water supply. The Ganga-Brahmaputra delta, besides being the largest river delta in the world, is also famous for the Sundarbans mangrove forest. Now, what is so unique about this forest? Well, it is the largest of such forest in the world, right? So, what exactly is a mangrove forest? A mangrove is a shrub or a small tree that grows in coastal, saline or brackish water. These trees can be recognized by the dense tangle of prop roots that make the trees appear to be standing on stilts above the water. So as you can see here in this picture, that they seem to be standing on the stilts above the water, right? So this is a very unique feature of these mangrove trees or plants, and Sundarbans is a beautiful place to visit. Also, we must know that these mangrove plants have breathing roots. Why is it so? Because the soil in which they grow are saline in nature and do not have enough oxygen content. So as you can see here in these pictures, that the roots come out of the surface of the earth and they take in oxygen. They breathe in oxygen to survive. Also, while talking about Sundarbans, that is a beautiful forest, the wildlife there is also very unique. We have the most famous and known, the Royal Bengal tiger. We have river dolphins, we have crocodiles, we have olive ridley turtles, and many such unique animals. Right. So today in this video, we learn that besides having a source and a mouth, the river also passes through different courses, being the upper course, the middle course and the lower course. We also learn that in each course there are characteristic landforms and they are important landforms. We also learnt about the delta formation and how these are important fertile lands, and Ganga Brahmaputra Delta being the world's largest river delta, right? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free at deltastep.com or download the DeltaStep app to learn one-to-one with our amazing teachers or to get access to all our 5,000 plus amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million plus questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock test. Get all your doubts resolved instantly. Learn via games and win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.